That's good. Okay. Let's see. Come on in. Just get it up here. I think I got the volume off. Yep, so I shouldn't have an echo. Let's see here. Come on in. I got this, not this one. That one always goes up when I turn it on. I forget. Okay. Hello, hello. Welcome. Okay. All right. There we are. Hi, Kim. Yeah, I think I was working on your order. Did you order a couple tracker ornaments? Was that your order? I think it was. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. Both of you. Both of you, your orders were supposed to go out today, but they didn't. They I sent you guys notices. But they'll probably go out Monday. They'll go out Monday. Lisa, I think Kim had 2 tracker ornaments, and I wasn't getting that code to scan right. It wasn't scanning. I can't remember what my settings were when I cut it before. So I'm messing with it. And Lisa, yours is, I just got to cut out something on the Grinch sign yet that I cut out wrong on his hat. I had the letters cut out when they're not supposed to cut out. This was just trace there. And otherwise, yours is about ready. But I'm going to pack a bunch of other stuff with it. And I may cut some things to put with it. It depends how much room's in the box when I get done packaging it. But I have a box full already that I'm going to be sending to you too. So I just got to get packaged out. So both of yours should be going out Monday. Oh, I'm glad you reminded me of that. Where can I write that down? On my paper here. I'll just write it over here. Let me get a marker. Oh, it's already cut for you, actually. It's on my counter. I just got to remember to put it in there. I got a note here. Right here. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. Usually I like to mail, when I'm missing pieces, I mail them out right away or I forget. And I thought, well, yeah, I can add it in there and save that. Because otherwise it costs me like $4 or $5 just to ship anything little. Because it's thick enough that it can't go in regular mail. So it's like $4 at least to ship. And I just cut you out a new Frankie top, I think. A whole one. But yeah, I'm going to write it. Kim, Frankie Kim, that'll remind me. And Lisa, I think I needed you some stuff too. If you want to send me a reminder of what it was, I'd appreciate it so I don't have to go back and look through it all. So I remember. And then I can get numbers for the Grinch countdown. What numbers were they? Or just send me a reminder. Send me it again if you would. Just send me a new message so I get it right. Well, yeah, that's nice. I appreciate it, Kim. I appreciate it. But usually I do it just because, and even if there's orders here, just because it's hard to remember to put them in the box. It really is. Yeah, if there's anything else too, Lisa, let me know. It really is because it's just so much, you know. Hi, Jeannie. Welcome. There's just so much going on all the time with cutting and doing orders and putting them on, you know, making sure everything's there to, and then to remember something from a message from Chad, it's hard. And I answer tons of messages every day on Etsy or I get to Facebook and check those real soon, but or my own website. So I'm constantly answering messages and the rest of it. So yeah, it's so many. I finally got, or I figure out a way to mark them so that I know which ones I need to send something to. But so then I ship it. Usually, like I said, I ship it right away. So anyway, welcome everyone. Friday night again. I got smart and I put my camera over here So I didn't have to have my water on the wrong side. Finally, I thought of that. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, and I got to show you what I got. You guys see that post with the nutcrackers on Facebook that I had? Well, this is one from Walmart too. I picked it up. What was this guy? He was $8. And he's fuzzy. He's got a soft fuzz to him. I don't know if you've seen him. I haven't seen the big one, but I saw this one. So I'm going to paint this guy up with this fuzz. I've seen somebody had done it already too. So I'm going to give it a try and see what it looks like. And then I'll probably make him a beard out of clay. Is what I'm thinking, because he needs a beard. So we'll see how it goes. If it works again out real good, I can do one live, but I want to try it first from see what it all takes to do. But I thought I'm going to give it a try. Why not? It sounded like something fun to do anyway. So yeah, I thought I'm going to do it. I'm going to just try it. For $8, yeah, why not? I just got to find time to do it. This is the sign I painted on Monday. I sold. And it's gone. Well, it's not gone already. It's right here. But Marge has been a customer of mine for a long time. And when I sealed it and the rest of it, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with this side. But I'm fussy. I'm super fussy. So when I know it's going to somebody I know, I'm really, really fussy. So I repainted her sign. My husband's like, what are you doing? I said, I got to paint one for order. Oh, sell out. I did. I said, well, no, I'm not. But this is the one we painted. But there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, like I said, I'm super fussy. And so I painted her one. And the one I painted her, I don't know if I may have posted those pictures. I'm not sure. I had even more detail in the pumpkins in that. I used a little bit different greens in it. Yeah, I can't show you. I don't know if I posted it or not. I'm going to have to look. I know I took pictures with them side by side. I know I did. So, but I mean, it turned out really cute. This sign is really cute. It's adorable. It comes in this size, 11 inch. This one is for sale on Etsy right now, because then I ended up listing it. It comes in this size or an 18 inch. This one did. So, and it was super easy to paint. I score underneath there, if you weren't here, to tell you where to paint those colors, where the lines are. It was really easy. It wasn't bad. The hardest part was really just, it wasn't that hard. It was lining it up perfect. But for me, it's hard. I tend to get them off, so. It was fun. It was a neat sign. It wasn't too hard to do. Thanks, Kim. Yeah, I like the green blue too. I love painting pumpkins those colors. I really do. I've done it on other ones too already. I'm going to aim you guys down right away, and I'll show you what we're going to do today. I'm not sure if I sent these off to anybody to print or paint or not. If I did, I would have sent them probably to Debbie. I don't think Debbie's here. I've got 4 of them up here. We're probably going to just do 2. Let's see how my view is here. Not too bad, I guess. They're 2 ornaments. And these are by Plum Purdy. Again, I've had these for a while. I just hadn't. I don't know if I cut them once or not. If I cut them and sent them off or if I did not. I can't really remember here. Let me see. I'll have to get the camera in here a little bit further, I guess. You're way over there. I'll move you up here. Hold on. Don't get dizzy. There's one. He's not put together very good. This is the hard part, even when you take pictures. And my ladies probably figured it out too, is getting it all lined up right for pictures. And to look at it. So that's the one. And then we're also going to paint this one here. I'll show you the other 2 too, just in case you're interested in these. I do not, you guys could take a look, but I do not think these are listed. Maybe they are. I don't think I was meant to look and I didn't get a chance. So I'm not sure. Oops, this is going to go, these both got a greenery on top with berries. And then this is going to hang from his horns here. And he's got a scarf. And it's going to be like that. So, oops, and his nose. Those are the 2 we're going to paint. And then there are the other 2 that we won't get to tonight. And I'll probably send these off. This one here is a snowman, but I'll show you them. I'll show you both the other ones. See, and I've got them out here. And these will be sold like individually is what I probably will do with them. So if you don't want them all, you don't have to have them all. But these will do more detail painting on again. That's why I like painting these a lot. I don't know why. I do. I like the detail. They don't have quite as many pieces as some of them. Little nose, and then this gets a little hard up on his hat. This one does. So that's the third one. And then the last one is a gingerbread. And speaking of gingerbread, one of the designers came out with something I think you guys are going to like. If you like gingerbread, it's a gingerbread family is what it is. And you can add as many people to it as you want. There's a dog and a cat. There's no names on it. It just says, I don't know if it's a Grandma's Baking Crew or what is said on it. I don't remember now. But I thought it was sort of cute. I almost did that one tonight. And then I ended up going with this instead, with these ornaments, because I wanted to get them painted and on the site. So those are the 4 of them. You can see them all here. They're cute. They're cute little sleds. So we'll start with 2 of them tonight, and then we'll see. Maybe we'll paint the other 2, or I'll send them off with the ladies. Like I said, there's always other new things for me to get painted too to show you guys. So I probably only do 2 of them, but they're cute. I think they're really cute. If you're into the ornaments, these I think would sell like hotcakes, and you wouldn't have to do all the detail work that we're doing tonight. We're going to do tonight, but so we're going to start with the sleds here. So let's move this stuff off, and here. Let's start with these. And all we really, there's 2 pieces. All we really need to paint on the bottom are the runners, because the other pieces are going to get covered. So let me get my stuff here. Move this out of the way. Get my seat. Do many of you paint ornaments at all? I never did a lot of ornaments for shows, because I was doing more of the bigger stuff, the door hangers. With a lot of door hangers when I was doing shows yet. I was starting to get into more of the, like the gnomes and that, the smaller stuff, but I did the last show, but not too many before that. So I'm going to take milk chocolate first for these, just for the runners on these, put on these. And we don't have to be careful again. I'm going to go over it so if it shows it all, it's covered. I should have stirred that up better. My husband's been home the last 2 days from work. He wasn't feeling real good. And then yesterday I woke up with a stomach ache, stomach cramps, put it that way. Really bad, really bad. But today now I've been pretty good, so I must have a touch of something. So I'm just, like I said, I don't have to be careful with these at all, because it's gonna all get covered where we don't want it to show. And that way I'm sure it don't show when I glue the top pieces on. I'm going to give them 2 coats, so there isn't much else we got to paint with milk chocolate. Let me dry it real fast. There's a craft show on Sunday I could go to, but I'm sort of, I want to go, but then I think about how far it's going to be to get in there and to park and all the rest of it. And then because I remember parking the year I went, it was horrible. They get a lot of people at this one. So now I'm thinking, maybe I don't want to go. I'm not sure. I don't like fighting people and the rest of it for get in there. Was that your order, Kim, that I'm thinking about with the ornaments? Those Santa trackers, I always scan them with my own camera first before I send them out to make sure they work, because it won't be no good if it didn't work. Okay, so that's all we're going to do there. Now we're going to take a blue. We're going to do let me get another blue brush here. Maybe a little bigger. Yeah, this will work. We're going to use Deep Midnight Blue. That's not it. Right here. Deep Midnight Blue from Decor. I'm going to bring you guys down too. You're way too high. Let's see where we are there. For the one sled. And Jeannie, I think I just shipped you out of order too not too long ago, if I recall right. I remember seeing your name. But yeah, I thought the little gingerbread family was cute. I just sitting around, I thought it was pretty cute. All right, so we're just gonna give this a nice coat. I'm just gonna use the brush instead of the daubers when I can tonight. The littler stuff, I'll probably use the daubers. Probably need 2 coats here. But the other one's gonna be a different color, so we'll do we'll get one done and then this one can dry when I do the other one, I guess. Anybody got anything planned this weekend? Lisa, you're done with shows, aren't you, for a while? I think you said. I do miss going to the craft shows. Make sure my sides look pretty good. Yeah. I think they do. It's hard to even see it, the blue. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And then the other one, I'm going to do in a, let's see, in this light Hauser green is what I'm going to use. On this guy. Make sure I got my glue out of there. Okay. We're going to sort of do our detail work as we go on these guys, I think. We'll get the sleds all done first. Break up the base coating. Anybody have anything going on? Any interesting things this week? My week went pretty smooth for a change. I had lots and lots of orders to get out, and I pretty much did, except for the 2 I'm talking about, Kim's and Lisa's. Everything else got out on time. There we go. Now we'll let that one sit. Let's check this out. Yeah, I'm gonna quickly give it a dry, and we'll give it another coat. Both of them. Gonna eat supper? Okay, sounds good, Lisa. Yeah, oh, you're all? Are you done for the year? Now I thought it's when the shows just really got going. Might as well do the green first. You know, I still got green on my brush. Sort of a pretty green. Water here. I know now through November, it seems like it's really the craft show time. I'm surprised she'd be done already. She's in a different area in Wisconsin than I am, but that one lady that I was talking about that went to Cranberry Fest, like I said, she was going to a 10-day show. I can't imagine 10 days. I'm going to wipe these edges up real good on this one right away. When I use a brush, it tended to get a little bit more over the side, so, but I can clean that up real easy here. Oops, I can't see this way very good. Hold on. There we go. That side looks pretty good. There, that looks good. Okay. And then we'll go back to the blue. Okay. One more coat here. We'll have these guys ready to go. All base coated. I need some more blue. My husband, I hear he's home. Oops. But I don't know what he's doing, but I hear him outside. picked up walnuts last weekend on our front yard, black walnuts. And it was all cleaned up. He had every single one gone. Well, come Monday, it didn't even hardly look like he'd done it. Monday, but come Tuesday, really didn't look like he'd picked up anything yet. It's all full walnuts again. We learned after the first year here that you don't park out in the yard in the fall, like, you know, anytime when the walnuts are falling, because they will dent your car. All right. Now we're going to take, did I paint? No. Yes, no, I did that the way I wanted. Okay. I'm going to take titanium white. I'm actually going to dry. I need this dry, though. I don't want it to blend. There we go. Should be good. And a smaller brush, too. Yeah. Shake it up. All right. Alright, and we're just going to go around the outside edge very lightly. I don't want much white showing. I'm not going to shade it. I'm just going to go around it. Just getting it up. I didn't want to do that. I get that off with water. Just give it a light, getting more than I want. A dauber probably would have looked really easy. Probably really good for this. I think I'll try it. Just so if you use daubers, you know. I'm going to do it with the dauber instead. Let me wipe that white off. It'll come right off with my Clorox wipe. I'm going to take my blue off because that's dry. Okay, let me get a dauber here. I think that'll be better. Easier on that part. Okay. Hey, Kay, how are you? Welcome, welcome. I was just saying, I want to go to that show Saturday, but I don't know if I want to walk and park where I have to. Now that I think about it, I'd probably be way out in a field somewhere. With my breathing and the rest of it, I don't think I want to do that. I think they had shuttles in that, but I'll have to see. I'm still thinking about it. So I'm just going around these with this, just with this blue one anyway, with a little bit of white on the edges. Like that. Just like that. So if you can see, you can see pretty good on the camera, but that's what it looks like. And then I'm going to take my small brush again. What did I do with it here? That was my long handle one too, right there. And we add a little more white. And I'm just going to highlight the creases down the middle just a little bit. Just lightly lighting them up, going down it. Just so you can somewhat see them. I don't want much on there. And I'll probably come back and shape it a little bit better, push it in there better. I should just go down each side is what I should do. You see. Hold on, water. This isn't working too good here. There we go. That's what I need. Like that on one side. I'm going to go back on the other side. Like that, basically. See what that looks like. My dog's getting yelled at, I hear. I remember my paint I have there. Yeah, where do they make you park now? Okay. That's sort of not nice. Alright. Here. And actually, this whole bottom part is going to be covered with the Santa. So now what I'm going to do, let me get my little other thing here. We're just going to get this sled almost done here before we go on. I'm going to take my small dauber here. I'm just going to put some like dots on here for snowflakes. Different sizes. Sporadically, actually. I don't want a pattern. Put a bigger one here. Get some smaller ones. I'm going to come down a little farther because I know some of this does show. I don't think it does in here, but I'll put a bigger one there. And bit bigger yet. There and there. All right, just like that. I'm going to put a couple little ones in here. There. I think we should be good here. There, we'll leave it like that. So then I just put the snowflakes on there. And now I'm going to set this aside until I get the top part painted. But we're going to do the same thing to this, but we're going to use dark, what is it, dark forest green? Black forest green for this one. Let's go open it here. There are 2 spots. Hi, Marge. Your sign did go out. I was telling them when we came on, I listed the other, I painted you a brand new one. Just because I'm super fussy. I did more shading on this one. You'll see when you get it. If you did, I don't think you got it yet. But I painted you a new one. So the one that I painted live is I put on Etsy now. Let me shake this up. I'm so fussy. I am. I knew you and I've known you for years. I wanted a perfect one. So I painted it again. That's just me. Oops. That didn't shake very well. There are 2 spots. They shuttle. In surrounding areas on the street, but I've been told they walk. Yeah, I'm not walking those 6 blocks. It wouldn't hurt me, but I will never make it. I already know it. There we go. Don't need much of that. That's black forest green is what it is. A little blush here. All right, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go around the edge. So I'm going to get, I'm going to use that dauber I had white on, but I'll use the other side of it. Here. Get a lot of it off. And I'll, let me know if, I hope you like it. I think you will. I just used jute rope for a hanger. You know, you can always put something else on it if you don't love it. But I just used plain jute on there is what I did. Tied it to on the front, so there's like knots in the front, and then pulled it through to the back. So you can always change them if you want something else. It's always up to you. You know, that part's easy. But yeah, this sign's okay. It's just like I said, I'm just super fussy, you know, and I always was that way. Always have been that way on stuff. When you go to a show and you sell it and somebody picks it out and they like it, that's so, I have no problem then. But when it's, you know, they haven't seen it, then I do. It's not, I don't know, I'm just weird. I've always been that way though. I'm super picky. Okay. And I sat up here one night. It was sort of relaxing to sit here and just paint. I just sat up here and paint doing it. I'm going to shake this again before I go down the middle here. I think you will. I think you will. I like how the pumpkins turned out on this one. Really, I did a lot of shading, like I said, more shading. There we go. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to go down those grooves in the front of it. And then, let's see if I need more water here or not. Just to highlight the grooves. And I'll just go down about 3/4 of the way because I don't need to go much farther than that. Because it's going to be covered. I'll water. Like that. This one's for Rudolph. You can see, so all that's going to get covered. All right. This one, I gotta make it to my grandson's, one of his football games yet. I haven't gone yet, but I need to. I want to. Before they're over. I don't know how long it lasts, but I gotta find out. I know tonight he was at it for the high school. I don't know, remember what he was. My daughter told me he had to do something for it. He made a touchdown last week, I guess, or I think it was last week in Two Rivers. She said he was, but they didn't win, but he did make a touchdown. Okay, looks pretty good because that's not seen down there anyway. We'll leave it just like that. And then we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to do some dots on it for snow. Where's my whites? Right here. I'm using the small end of this thing, of the stylus. I'm probably going to splatter these two, but this will give me, you know, just more more snowflakes. See, I probably have to go down on the sides further. I do look quite a bit. I don't think I should check the other one. I know I gotta go quite a ways here. Let's see. I don't want to set them in it right there. Pretty good. I might do a couple more here just to be safe, so that they're done later on. It should be good. I'll go with that. And I think the Santa one, Santa isn't as, let me see, take him further. There's a sled right here. Sure that one's dry. He's gonna be right there. So I could put a couple more down lower on him yet too. A couple more in there. And like right here, I could see it. Here. Just to be, and we make sure we have them out. I got it covered. That should be good. A couple little ones. Put more in there. Actually, I like the snowflakes. And I used to having the husband home. There we go. A couple more up here, because this looks pretty bare up here. I have more on this one than I will on the other one. I see it. I guess I don't. We'll leave it. Yeah, I got tons of snowflakes. Okay, we'll leave it like that. This one don't have as many. I'm going to put a few more in here. I see. One or two spots. We'll call it good. I'll leave it. You've got one other little thing we got to paint on the sleds, is that very top piece. So these will get glued on here, and then this is going to get glued up here. So we're going to paint those. And we're going to use buttermilk for those. Some buttermilk here. I got a big, I couldn't find my little Decor one, so I got a big one I found. Oh, it's not going to open for me either, is it? Of course not. Oh, I got it. I got it. I'm going to try, I don't know if I can, I'm going to use what's in the lid if I can. If it'll work, we'll try. We'll see. That one's going to be too big. And we got two of these to paint. Here and here. Give them a couple coats of this real quick. What are you busy painting, Kate? There we go. Did you have a show this past weekend? What's Oktoberfest? The one in Appleton this past weekend? Yeah, it would have been. I wonder how that one went. Did you do that one in Appleton? I used to do that one before I only did it 1 year, and then I went to start doing Cranberry Fest. I'll have to clean up the edges, but I'm going to wait till I get 2 coats on here. I'm trying to think of what else I can do in buttermilk. We actually got to do Santa's beard. It's going to be buttermilk, so let's get that done. He doesn't have a nose on top of here, so I got it. His nose is going to be his nose here. So I'm not going to paint that. We'll get that done while we got it out. Okay. And look at this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think I remember it. That was pretty late. And then I don't know why they make it you see that late because there's drinking there. And then everybody's halfway jagged. They're not buying anyway. The people who are still there that late. I don't know why they do that. Yeah, I only did it that 1 year. That's when I first started doing shows, actually. I mean, I only did I sold stuff at farmers markets and that when we did farmers markets, which we did for quite a few years. But shows, I didn't start doing until, I don't know, 3-4 years before COVID hit. When I decided to do them too, because it was a lot more work to do shows and market. You know, we had a full-time job here doing the produce, which was full-time. I had employees even to keep up with that. We had pick your own strawberries, and we have cars lined up and down the highway. I live on a highway, up and down the highway one weekend on both sides. I was surprised the police didn't stop and complain about it, to tell you the truth. Because I don't think they're allowed to park on a highway. But, I mean, and just oodles of people. They picked the whole field out. Well, it was more. We have more than one field we did at the time, but we get that many people. But we used to really get the business with the produce. Then we grew everything else, too, from every vegetable you can think of down here. Let's get these dried here. I'm going to wipe off my edges. Yeah, that's what it does. That's the one thing about the farmers market up in Green Bay on Wednesday too, is there's alcohol there too, and there's a band music all the time, and that's what happens there too. And that one would be open till like 6 or 7. So that really wasn't a lot of fun either. It's like, why can't, and it didn't start till 3, so it's like, you know, I'm gonna get this beard another coat here. That was on Broadway. We did that one. Some markets I had 2 crews going to. I'd be at one and somebody else would be at another one. We'd be up in Green Bay or in Appleton at the same time. We did a lot. We did pretty good. I mean, we were busy. All right. Give beard one more quick coat. Okay, that looks good. And one more here too. I can see a little bit. Yep, I don't like. You can see where it's lighter or darker. I like it all pretty even looking. And we're going to do the highlighting on these guys right away and get that done. First, I'm going to wipe my edges up though. Okay. Shut this up. I might need a little more of this yet. I think go alongside of his face. Yeah, I do. I should have painted that, but I didn't think of it. Maybe I should do it right now. I should. Let's do it right now. Because I think that's all we need of this buttermilk then. We're going to take and put a little bit on the sides of his face here. Where his beard would come up, or his hair would be right in here. And we don't have to be, the beard will cover here. The beard's going to cover up until right there. So underneath here, a little ways. I don't have to be too careful. And up above, there'll be a brim on his hat. So I don't have to be too careful there either. So, but there's a line here that I got to watch. Turn it this way. This line is all the farther I want it to go, though. Right there. Oops, 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 get off of there. And right in here. I'll dry it and give it one more quick coat. Yeah, most shows, I'd say every show, okay, too. Anytime after noon even, it slows down. I always thought they should just end them. You know, the rush is always in the morning when people come. The one in the afternoon, a lot of times are looking for deals. And I just didn't do the deals because that's what you get then. You know, they start waiting and come later on to get a good, better price, and you work hard to make it. So I didn't do that. Never did. There we go. And it still took as much time to make and cost and everything else. So, okay, so I think we're done with the buttermilk then. So let's put that away. All right. And then we're going to do, let's do the shading on here real quick. We're going to take a little bit of, if I might still, I got a little bit there yet, of the milk chocolate. Just when we're going to go real faintly, real faint at the bottom, on the bottom edge of here of this, right down here. Okay. A little bit of color at the bottom, right there, the bottom bit of it. Sort of like that. Same here. I knew I did that. Probably good too. I'm gonna give that one just a little bit more. Maybe more water. Just like that. That should work. And then we're gonna do these go on the top of the sleds, the holly, your little wreath or whatever you want to call it, holly ball with the balls. And we are gonna use my greens. Whoops, my greens go. What's I gonna use for them? Same as the sled. That's what I was going to do. Yes, same as the sled. That's what it's, yes. And then the other one we're going to do, the one that goes on Santa's hat, we're going to do a different color. So I'm going to shade these two with the black dark color first. I'm going to base coat with this green first. Is what I want to do. And then we'll shade with which is right here. If I don't get no blue in it. Yep. I can probably use, let me see how much is here yet. Just see how it's blue. I'm going to do the berries. And we can put these sides together, actually. The sleds part we can put together. They'll be done. Okay, and then I think I'm going to do my green right away. And I'm going to just sort of shade right here, this area. Spread that out too. Oops, get that out of there. I had to put my light green on there too. I should have dried it better. Let me get this one dry. I'm going to give another coat first, and then we'll dry it. It'll work better. And I'll get this green out of there. Let me just do the other one. That would make more sense. Wanted to do some designing this fall, and I haven't had the chance yet either. I've just been too busy with orders and that. There we go. go on there with the water, sometimes it'll take you, get this paint wet enough that you see through it. So sure get enough on there. I covered up my lines there, but I think they're going to come back out. Maybe not on this one. I don't want to scrape out. Okay, I picked up one of these at Walmart. I'm going to paint it and see how it comes out. Remember, you've seen them on my Facebook page as a nutcracker. They're furry though, so, but I seen somebody had done one, so I'm going to try it. It's just got to be something fun to do. I like messing around with stuff like that. Scraper here. I couldn't solve it when I was in there. I had to grab it. Oh, where'd they all go? Here's one. That did come out. It did clear out. I'm going to just leave it because I don't want to make it bigger. I couldn't help it. I grabbed it and I thought I gotta try painting one of those. The big ones I have not seen anywhere. Not online or anywhere. Just give it some darker green up here in this area actually, just like that. Oops, over here. Okay. So I think it'll be fun to do. Yeah, they are styrofoam. Yep. Just like $8, I think, for them. They had them in different colors, too. I just wanted to do white, so because I want to paint them. I might be able to sand that styrofoam down, too, with that fuzziness off of there, too. I mean, try that, too. With some sandpaper, some fine sandpaper. Which would probably be better than painting the foam, the fuzz. Alright, I think I'll leave it like that. And we'll get some true red here for the berries. Oops. Shake her up. Yeah, there's styrofoam. That one's there is about, I don't know, it looks like about 12, it's probably 14 or 15 inches tall. But I would think some sandpaper, you could rub that off of there. There's no hole in the bottom or anything. There's a little plug. You can tell there's a plug there. So there is a hole there actually. Because I can feel the plug. This is just True Red by Decor. Oops. I got right over there. I see I didn't want to. Let me get that off of there. Got my green. There you go. Try it and give it another coat real quick. This almost seems faster to do it this way than it does to go and base coat everything and come back. It's probably just not as boring for me by base coating everything. Yeah, I'll have to work on it. I'll let you know how it goes. I'm anxious to do it. I just gotta get going on it. Give it a try. I bought it one day last week already. I think it was last week. There we go. I'm just going to take some antique maroon, just a drop of it, and do a little bit of shading. I'll get this open. Shake her up. I think I'll have to do a beard out of foam because there's no beard on them. This is antique maroon. That's what that is. I think he needs a beard. I just want to make it a little bit darker, like on the bottoms of him. Around the side a little bit, or let's see, like that more. Get it there. There we go. Just like that I'm going to do. That should do. He needs a little bit of bright red though. On this one corner I can see lighter wood there, right there. Okay. And then I'm going to get my stylus again and give them a dot, and then they're done. Where'd it go? Where did it go? There it is, right there. Okay. I'll just give them a little dot on each one here. Should be good. Let's see. Here. Okay. Oops. There. All right. We're going to put the sleds together. I didn't remember to wipe my sides on this color, so hold on a second. Do that real quick. I got some paint on there I want to get off. It should still come off with these. It doesn't come off right away like I get it wet and then I come back. I'll get it wet and then I'll go back over it, and then it usually comes off. Like that. Pretty good. A little bit there, yeah. That's pretty good. Alright, let me see the other side. Just gotta be careful not to get the front, or you take your paint off too. Try not to let it overhang. That's what I'm gonna try to do here. Let me see if I get too much in my hand. There, that's good. Looks pretty good. This one too. Okay. Yeah, a little bit here. Not bad. This one's pretty good. Okay, we're going to glue those together real quick. We'll get those done out of the way. The first part done. And then we just got to do our attachments for them. So, we'll put this on here. That shouldn't be too much. Should be good there. Get lined up. Looks pretty good, I think. Okay. Sled. These are plum pretty again, like I said before. She does some pretty cute designs, I think. There. Is that one? And then this is going to go right up here. Okay. Right up here. Right there. We'll put it right there. Okay. Now let's do that. Isn't that cute? A cute little sled. Even as just a plain sled, it's cute. I really like this green. Oops, come down further. There we go. That looks good. Good. Those are cute. Hi, Lisa. Not too much. We're just finishing up the sleds, putting them together. We still got to do the sort of paint the attachments. I'm just sort of painting, putting them together and painting as we go and doing my highlighting and that as we go. The one thing I see I did not paint on here was the top of these. So I'm going to just paint them green and blue. Just notice that. This one's going to be dark green and that one's going to be dark blue. There. Even though you put a bow or something on there, you're not going to see it, but see what I have. I'm still going to paint it. There. There. There's the two sleds. Now we'll do the Santa and the reindeer. Okay, so let's push them up here. Put them on my computer here. And we'll get Santa here first. This is all his over here, I think. Yep, it is. So, she did, we're going to do his face. Let's do his face. That's going to be, where is it here? I pulled all these colors out. Warm beige. We'll get that done first. And we'll go back and do his eyes and that. You know what? Let's do the red first. Let's do the red first. Alright. Oops, let me get this brush here too. Get this side here. Okay. Make sure I know my colors here that I want. Okay. But yeah, we're going to do his jacket. We're going to do a true red. Where is it? Here it is. We're going to do the true red. All right. Hold on a second. Yeah, true red. Okay. That's what I want. Okay. Now on here, we don't have to do all of it either, because this is going to go here. So it's just a little bit on each side of this centerpiece. We don't want to, probably don't have to go up much higher than this here, but where that's going to be the fur on his jacket trim. Let me see. So that should cover. No, I still have to come up here. Still have to get up there. Just go like that. Here. Just go through here. Just painting, I can't see what I'm doing there. There we go. And we're just seeing on his hat here. This here will be right here. So we really only got a little bit up here, not much. So we'll start up here. There is a pom-pom, so we don't have to worry about that. Getting it on there, really. That should be good. Let me make sure. I'm going to give it another coat, but let me make sure. Yeah, we can. Oh, no, I got to go down a little bit further here in the middle. In there. We should be good now. All right, let's give one more quick coat. No, I've never done ceramics. I've thought about it, Kay, but I thought about ordering some and doing some, but I've never done it. I might even have something here that I bought and never painted it. That wouldn't surprise me. I think I have something. I just don't know what it is. I was in my other room the other day looking. I'm going. I was that night I painted up here. I was in there because I started thinking about making that Santa Claus wreath. And I started pulling everything out I'd need for it. And I was finding stuff in there. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about this. All right, that should be good on the red. We're going to do, now we'll do his face. We should have done his pom-pom too. We should have done that in buttermilk. Yeah, we should have. Let's get that done. Where is it? Here, right here. Let me get a little bit here. We don't need much on here, just a little. For this little thing. And we should do the trim on its coat. That's this color too. That's what made me think of it. I'll come back and do that. Give it another coat. This button we're going to paint black, but I'm just going to paint it white to start with here. So I make sure I'm up to all my edges. And I'll come back and paint it black later on. There we go. Let's dry these two and give them a quick another coat. Really? You even made them with the molds. I've never tried painting them. I'd probably enjoy it. I would probably like it. I gotta paint that. As a matter of fact, now I was thinking about molds. I gotta do that gnome tree. I gotta paint him yet. He's still downstairs. I forgot about him. I should have done him tonight. Somebody asked me about him. I should have done him tonight. I totally forgot. Alright, I got red on there. Just come off my hand. Alright. One more coat here. No, I didn't know that. Yeah, it does sound like fun. It does. I'd enjoy it. Alright, there's that. Now, we'll do his face. We'll do the trim on his hat yet in the star, but we'll do that. We'll do his face first and get that coat on there. Some white out here I want to get. There. And I'm going to use warm beige, like I said, for his face. I know, I think I would. I should go to a class somewhere. I'd probably have a good time. I don't even know where they even do stuff like that anymore. Where's my paper and dry towel to go here? Get this out of here. Alright. Oops, that'll work. I want to get that on there. Oh, we got this too. Okay, so let me get this covered up. On our space, we only got the little area in here, so it shouldn't not that big that we need to do. Just about in here. Again, I'm going to paint over his eyes, because black will cover anything. I think they're near. I know I don't have to go down that low. I'm pretty sure I don't. That'll definitely need 2 coats, so. Let me take his beard and put it here so I know. I gotta do his nose too here. Where's his beard? We'll give his nose a coat of this too. Yes, that'll be good. I'll have it covered up there. I know the top will be good. Pretty sure the top will be good. Yeah, sure. Yep. Okay. Let's get his nose. Okay. Try that. My mom used to paint a lot of ceramics. I know she went to class for a while on it. My sister's daughter's got this big Santa Claus of hers that she painted years ago. I wish I had it. He was pretty cute. It's a standing Santa. There we go. I'll get his eyes done right away. First, we'll do his cheeks in that, though. Some water. There, that should be good. We'll let that dry a minute first anyway, and then we'll come back and do the cheeks in that. Let's get this painted. She painted this in a ochre, yellow ochre. And the only yellow ochre I have is in a tube, so I didn't have any. I've got dark, deep yellow ochre. This looks about the same color as the deep. I can tell you the truth. Let me see what it looks like. pretty deep yellow. I thought about lightening it up. It's pretty dark. I'm going to use some of this cadmium yellow in it once and see what it does. Why not? She actually painted, this is the color of his fur on top of his hat. She did in a yellowish, in this for the star and that. Let me see. I probably made it too much. I'll have a mess here. I don't think I want it that bright, dark. It's still fairly dark. It's still dark enough. I think I want it yellow. I might go with some, I don't think I have a yellow that's thick like that. No, just that one. Let me see. Let me see if I do. Maybe white would do it. No, maybe. I'm going to put some of that titanium white in it once and see what that does. Why not? Oh, your mom did, Verdi? Oh. That would be... Oh, that... You have her standing Santa? I wish I had mine. Probably the same Santa. Well, that's getting it brighter and than it was, which is looking better. Because yellow ochre would be more yellow than this deep, I think. And I don't have yellow ochre. I'm going to go with that. Yeah, it's a lot lighter than it was. But hers is sort of vintagey looking. That's why the trim of his fur is this color. We're going to just go with it. I think it looked sort of cute on hers, so we'll just go with it. We're going to do his eyebrows here in a minute, too. It'll be something different than plain white. Let me get in here. You probably can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just trying to get in between his eyebrows. Okay, and then we also got to paint the star and the star and the jingle bell of this color. So here's this. Yeah, I remember my mom going to classes when I was real young. Really young. I think that'll come back out. Even though I painted over it. It did on the other one, so I'm going to hope it does. A little bit more here. Oops. Yeah, I'd like that. I should look for a class. That'd be fun. Or I'd just buy some and paint them. But it'd be nice. I don't mind taking classes. You're always learning something new, you know. You never really know everything. You never know everything. Way to do everything. You never know what you're gonna learn. That looks pretty good. Let that go. You never know. Oh, that'd be cheap, Kay. Oh yeah. So then you sold them all the mold, the item too, that you made. Be a lot of work. And why that is still wet, actually, I'm thinking of it. I'm going to put some glitter on it. I should have something to do this in. Let me do another plate here. And make sure that's good and wet with paint here. Let me get it a little bit wetter. I'm just going to do the star. And get the star with some glitter on. Or the jingle bell and the star. I don't want too much here. I want to keep my lines there. There, I got it. This should be good. Put some glitter. We're really going to glitter it. I'm going to paint the top yet. It's going to be really glittered. You can't see much of the lines. So I may just scrape those off, but I'm going to let it sit first. I got lots of glitter on there. We'll just let it sit first. And where's the star? Right here. I may just use my little tool and scrape inside there to get the lines to show through on the jingle bell there. So you can tell what it is anyway. And this has got like a yellow in it, so I really wouldn't even need to put 2 coats. I can probably just turn it over in here. Let's try it. Yeah, it looks pretty good. There we go. So there's my yellow one. And then we didn't get rid of this. I'm not, it's good. Okay, set that there. Okay, so back to here. I gotta find my package and my new picks for that too. Now I'm gonna get a little white. Probably should get a different brush. Let me get this out of here. Let me get a small one for the eyelashes or the eyebrows here. Even one of those little ones that I bought for these guys would probably work good. Might be too small. You never know. I'm gonna need some more white. Okay. Here. This in there. Brush was a little stiff in the beginning, but it's softening up now. It's probably one I'm sure this, I've used this one before in something else because I had no cover on it, so it's one I used and washed. I gotta do some shading on this hat yet too, or this trim here. Okay, we get a little more on there, yep. I should dry it. Let me dry it quickly. All right. Oops. There we go. That's better. There. A bit on the edge there. Gotta get off. Right here. Right over here. I'll just paint it with some ochre. There. Okay. Now let me see where we're going to trim on that. We're going to paint. We're going to paint the. We got to do a little bit of the brown on the this here and a little bit of white on here for highlight. And I find a smaller brush again. I only have a little one here that I like. It's a little bigger. All right. Let's see what we're going to do to that hat. Okay, yep, that's what it was. I'm going to take some burnt sienna into the hat. Here. This is the burnt sienna. I'm just going to go lightly on these edges on the inside down here. You can do lightly with burnt sienna, somewhat. So I'm walking in a little bit more yet. There we go. Down here. It's darker down there. Let's lighten it up. There. Okay. Oops. I think we'll leave it like that. I don't know, I want a little more in there. All right, I think I'll leave it. I'll leave it like it is. Now I'm going to take some of the, I figure out which way this bulb goes, or this pom-pom goes on here again. Like I said, you always got to take a look and see how they sit. Nope, right here. It's going to sit like that. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. I gotta get a little bit more red under there. I see it. It actually goes, doesn't fit. Didn't cover that right there for some reason. There's only, it's got to go this way, right there. Okay, now it's good. Take a little bit of milk chocolate to get a little bit more out now. Okay. Hi, Rena. Hello. I just shipped you something else again, too. I think I've shipped most of you something in the last week. I shipped you another package. I know that. We're doing a couple Christmas ornaments tonight. So I get the bottom of the bulb right here. It sits like this. I'm just going to go down here and get the bottom edges here just a little bit. Here. Like that. See if I got enough. I think so. Just like that. Go there. Okay. And then I'm going to get along this, just go around the edges of here real lightly. Probably don't even need no more paint. No, that's good. Just more, give it a little more antique-y look, I guess. And we got to do the same thing with the I did get milk chocolate. Yeah, this is milk chocolate. This isn't burnt sienna. It looks like burnt sienna. Did I grab the wrong one? I did. That looks like burnt sienna. I need milk chocolate. But that'll be, oops, that'll be okay on there. Where'd it go? Yeah, I have to get it. We want milk chocolate, but we for sure want milk chocolate on the beard here. We're just going to get the bottom edges, or the bottom of this more. I'm going to lighten that up a little bit yet. So like that, I guess. Probably come back and do a little more to it. Okay. I think I mailed you scarecrows. Is that, I think that was the last one, if I remember right. So it's just basically darkening up the bottom edges of this. Just, we're not going to do it to the beard, just the mustache here. Here. Yeah, I think that'll work. See. Right there. You got one today? Good, good. I shipped your... Yes, I do remember your name too, Verdi. Tell you the truth, all the names come through. I do remember that too. I do. You're right. I did do you too. Just recently. All of you guys have been pretty recent. But a lot of you order time and time again. I mean, I've got some people that I have orders out every week for. If one, not more. Whenever I post something new, they purchase it and I ship it out. It goes out. I got some paint on the bottom here of his mustache, so I'm going to get that white off of there. Put my wipe here. There we go. And I don't like lines, so I'm going to make sure there's no lines there and it blends. There, okay. There we go. All right. Let me see. We want to go around his coat with then his hat. Well, let's do that first. With this antique maroon, we're going to get a little bit in that crease on his hat. I need some more water here. All right. Let's go. I'm going to go on this. I want to go on this side of the crease. Just a little bit in there. Just darken it up. Can't see it. I think my water's gone already. Didn't have enough. Here we go. That area there, a little darker. And then we're just going to go around the edges here. Fairly lightly. You don't have to be, I'm not going to do it real dark. I need some more there. I can't even see it, I don't think. Here. All right. Let's see how it looks. I think that'll be okay. All right. I'm going to put a little right line on his. We're going to get that done right away too. Let me find my liner brush here. I didn't get that one out. Did see it. There it is. All right. Okay, right on this hat. I'm just gonna get I'm gonna get a little more water on my brush here so I can water my white down. A little bit here. I want to keep it really thin line. I don't know how I'm gonna do here. I may end up taking it off because it might get too thick. I may have to get a smaller brush. Probably gonna be too thick. That's not really what I want though. It's similar to what I want. I'm gonna look for a little one, a smaller one. That's gonna be too thick. And I'm gonna put a dot there too, so I do that. Let me look for a thinner one. I'm gonna have to be big. Let's see. Let's try this. Let's try this one once. See what it does. Is that dry? I think so. That should work. I think it'll work. Just gonna give it a little dot. I think I'll just do one right there. Okay, that'll go there. We're gonna put a line on the top of his hat too, and then that'll be done. Yeah. This is just gonna be a little one right here. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Just a short little line. I shouldn't have probably made it that curvy. I'll take it off. I'll make it straighter. Give it a second to dry. Take a break. I think I'll give him another dot on his hat though. I'm used to two. There. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Okay. Now let's go here. I just want to do a short one here. We're going to leave it like that. That's curvy too, but we're going to leave it. Alright. Let's get to his cheeks and that. I'm going to use a sort of a pinkish, it's wild berry is what it's called. If there's anything left in here, I don't know. Feels pretty empty. Feeling pretty empty. See if anything's can you get anything out of there? Not much. I can get some out of here this way. Let me get a brush. I'm gonna use those blending brushes I had purchased. These little ones here. Yeah, there's still some here. And then I'm gonna rub it in my paper toweling, and then I'll get some dry area here. I want all the dry up. And we're going to do his cheeks and his nose. Okay. Put this out of the way. I'm getting too much stuff here. So his cheeks, we're just going to go, let me see, where's his mustache sit? It'll sit right here. I'm going to do right over here. We're going to do right from his like mustache up a bit. I'll do right in here. that. And then same over here. Yeah, right here. Here. Let's see. This one, make it a little higher too. Okay. Yeah, a little bit. I better leave it like that. Okay, and his nose on here. We're going to do the bottom side. I'm going to take some, I could have done this first. I'm going to take a little brush here. I have a different one here. Let me see. I should have probably done this first, but oh well. I'm going to use a really fine one. I use a really fine, like, where's that pink right here? I use the same pink. I'm just going to go along the bottom here with it first. Right along that bottom edge. Like that. Just to make it darker at the very bottom. And I did, so that should be good. Okay, and then we're going to give him some dots on his cheeks. We're gonna put his beard on there first. Well, let's do the black eyes. No, let's put this on first. I think it'll be easier. I gotta fix that brown there. It looks like I got it wet and took my shading off. A little more of this milk chocolate. Okay, it might be something in the wood too. I'm seeing. Okay, let's do this on. Still gotta do Rudy yet. But this guy's almost done. There. Whoops. Make sure I get this even. Right there. I think right there. Okay. And then this. Okay. Right in here. On this side. Oops, way too low on that side. Right there and there. There we go. There we go. Now I'm gonna use some lamp black on the eyes. Whoops, there's my thumb full. I'm going to use, I think, those little brushes again. Try them. See, they're so small here. Get these guys. There, that's pretty good, I think. I missed some over here. I can't see that over there, but hold on. Okay, we'll get this button. I need bifocals. I have bifocals, I should say. I need them. There we go. This is his eyes. Alright, this one I gotta get a little bit right here. That one I'm gonna leave. Okay, so we got that. Let's glue his hat on, I guess. Yeah, they work pretty good, those little brushes. Did you get some, Kay? I like them too. I use them for a lot of little stuff there. I mean, I can wash them up or throw them away, but I've been washing them up. I just use them in my, rinse them in my paint water here, and they clean up really well too when they reuse them. I haven't even come close to using that big I bought. Not even close. I can't order my smudges I see on Amazon. Those are all out of stock again, which is a bummer. I could have used them, but I'm out of them. Let's get that glued on there. Get this ball in here too. I got to paint a little bit. I've got to do a little bit. I'm going to lighten the top of this ball up here in a minute. I did forget that. And I did forget to do it on this mustache too. Oh, let's see. Where does this go now? Right there? Right there. No, that can't be right. Right here. Nope. Oh, shoot. Well, that's at the bottom right there. Right there is where it goes. Yep. Okay. It's turning out pretty cute. We are going to give him, I might use my little brush here once to see if it works. There. I'm just going to take and put some white towards the top of this ball. Give it a little lightening up there. I'm just going to put it on with this little brush. More along the edges. And the same with this mustache along up here. I should probably use the shading brush here though. This is just titanium white again. There. I think that's, oh, we got a star. Where's the star? Right here. Got some glitter on the side. It's all glittered already. We got it all glittered and shiny. Glue. Get some glue. And it goes like this way. Okay. Make sure I got it the right way in my hand before I put it on there. And it's just going to go on his beard like this. Right there. Okay. Then we're going to glue him onto the... Oh, we didn't do the holly. Well, that won't take too long. We got to do the holly yet. So we have a little brush. That I'm going to use this holly green for. Decor holly green. Another one I got to open. I think I'd have these all open. I never do that Amazon Prime. I never think of it. I get up at work. I don't get on there to buy stuff until I'm ready. I need it half the time. Unless I see something I want, then I get on there. But I was on there yesterday. I had to order boxes and stuff like that again. Some boxes and those bags I use to ship everything in, or the bags to put everything in. I had to get them ordered. So we use this. Got more than enough green out here. Does the reindeer have one? No, he don't have one, so I don't have to worry about that. Just this one is the only one, so that's all. I don't need. Not gonna need that green I poured out. I'm just gonna give it one coat. It looks pretty good. And we're gonna do those berries, and I'm gonna do them. I'm doing the same, I guess, in red. Darken them up just a little bit on the bottoms with that maroon here. In a minute. I don't think I'm going to wait for it to dry. I'm going to try to do it. Where is it? Right over here. Just a little bit down there. Like that. Just like that. And you're going to get a little dot too. So I'll dry before I do that though. Okay. Alright, and let's give him a little bitty dot. Try to give him a little bitty dot. Each one. There. Yeah, one has a bigger dot, that's all. And let's get some glue. Right there. And this is just going to go up on his hat here. In here. Okay. And we're going to put him on his sled. He gets a dark blue sled. I remember to bring new glue up here. These come out sort of nice and slow being plugged. That it doesn't get everywhere on me. And he just goes even on the bottom is what I gotta watch. Gotta watch when you put it on there. Just like that. He's gonna go. Isn't that cute? I love it. Pretty good now, Kay. She still has to find an attorney if she's ever going to pursue this. I'm not paying for an attorney. So I don't know if she's going to do it or not, but it'd be sort of a shame if she don't. After everything we've been through on this already. But, oops, I'm going to get a new pick out here. And I know the attorney was like $1,000 up front. She wanted it for me. But it's hard to say what she's going to do. That's going to be up to her. Let's see if I can get one of these out of here. Otherwise, she's been doing pretty good. She hasn't had no more problems with them. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall down in Georgia when the one sister got a phone call about court. Would have loved it. But it serves them right. You can't just say somebody's harassing you when they're not harassing you. You know? That was just... Oh, and I got to paint the ribbon on here. That's just wrong. It's so wrong. I don't know where they come off thinking they were right. We're going to paint this bow in the red, I think. Yeah, we'll do the red so it shows up. But I'm going to need a little small enough one here, so I'll use this. This is for the reindeer anyway, but the Santa Claus one is done. Not too bad. Okay, so there will leave his little jingle bell there. You can somewhat see the lines yet in the jingle bell. All right, now I'm going to do something different here because I've never done it before, but we're going to try it. She painted, we'll do the other stuff first. We'll do, let's do his nose. We'll do everything but the reindeer first. And I'll tell you what we're going to do. She painted those reindeer in that yellow ochre. And we're going to try it. And then we're going to add color to the top of that. We'll give him his red nose. See what he looks like. Because I usually go with honey brown. Alright, so there's the nose. A little bit there. Just a drop. Thanks, Kay. Yeah, he turned out pretty cute. I like him. I think he's pretty adorable. Turned out cute. Whoops, there's that. Whoops, just get off of there. It's probably going to be good. We're going to do his, let's do the snowflake real quick with the white. I'm going to use that dauber. Actually, I'm going to need a new dauber because I used it on 2 colors. Do our snowflake here. They're actually, I think, pretty easy. What time is it? It's only 8:30 and my phone's going to ring. It's my daughter who we're talking about. How can I tell her I'm live? Messenger, I guess. There we go. Let me see if I can, is it coming through this phone? Decline. There we go. We'll see. Hopefully she don't call back. Let's see. I told her I was live tonight. She just... all right. Let's, she's probably texting me now. Hold on. Let me make sure it's nothing. I don't let me make sure. Let me switch over here. On this computer, I can probably do it. Let me see. My me or my... no, I can't do it on this computer. Nah, I can go to this other. Hold on. I know I can do it. There. I keep hearing beeps and that, so I bet you she's trying to get me for something. Let's see, Amanda, me. Yep. What's it doing? Is she calling? Now she's calling me. Yep, hold on. Hold on, guys. I knew I was hearing something over there beeping. Come up here. Oops. Shoot, now I clicked too fast. There it is. Oops. Excuse my arms. Let's see if she answers me back. All right, we're going to do this. With this, we're going to use turquoise blue. I'm not getting everybody out of room here. Let's see, I should shake it. She hasn't seen it yet. I hate that. All right, so let's paint this turquoise blue. Here. We really just have him and the reindeer. There, she sees it. Let me see if she, hopefully she answers me. Or she will. We'll see what she's up. So I ain't gonna worry about it. She hasn't answered yet. Okay. Whoops. Now, I'm going to dry this and see what it looks like. That'll need a little bit more yet. Okay. One more quick coat. Oh my God, yep, it's our dire emergency stuff, but it's gonna wait. Okay, now I'm gonna take some dark blue here. This some deep midnight blue. That's getting dry, but I'm gonna see if I can just get some water here. Not make a big mess. Okay. All right, here. And we go on the underside down here and make this darker on this along here. Probably go gray across here. Right here. Try to get it straight. Just gonna make it sort of look like 2 layers, or what do you want to see there? It's a crease there. A bit darker now. I can dry that paint so it's sort of blending. Probably should have dried it. Do I have too much here? Yeah. Okay. Okay, here we go. I gotta put the screen back to the live so I can see. Hold on, right there. And I gotta go back. No, it's got me in the screen. There, kids, I tell ya. There. And I'm gonna bring this blue down farther on here yet. Makes me accept the house rules. Allison, there you are. You drive me crazy. I'm supposed to be painting, not worried about you. course, it's over money, so just leave me alone. Get a job, dear. Get a job. Seriously. Tired of telling you that. Don't make me start lecturing you on here. Alright, I went over there with my blue, so I'm going to fix it a little bit. Alright. Supposed to be relaxing. Yeah, no kidding. Stop. Is exactly it. So, goodbye. Alright. A little bit more in there. Alright. Now I'm just going to draw a couple little white lines. I'm going to dry this. Let me see how far that's how I want it exactly. Okay, look at it. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. I'm going to dry on before I put some white lines. Let's say I cover up my line there a little bit in dark blue. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Now I'm going to use one of those little brushes again. See if I got white here. Yep, it's still good. It looks like. I'm going to go down here. Draw a line there. And I'm just going to, yeah. And then I'm going to use my shading brush. A small one. I think I have a small one here, but my water's getting all kinds of dirty here. Get a little bit of white. I'm going to dry that first. Right where those colors meet, I'm going to do a little bit of lightning in there. I don't get too much, but we're going to come back. I'll get some of that out of there yet. Oops. My fingers got dirty dirt paint on it. There. That's right. Since it was around here. Well. Okay. One more time, fix it right here. Oops. You can always push it back down. And then I got a little bit of dark blue right here on my finger. It must have been stuck with my finger. And it looks like it's coming off. Take a little light blue there. Cover that up first. Now let me try that. Okay. Is Ashley Can here too? Oh no. There we go. Yeah, I told them all when it's driving me crazy what was all going on with all that. I'm going to put a couple dots on here. Told him you got to get an attorney. I don't know if you're going to or not, if you're going to get your money together to do it or not. But you got to get going on it. You ain't got time to waste. Alright, that looks pretty good. I think we'll go with that. Now, I'm going to use my ochre I got out here. I don't know if we're going to like this, guys, but we're going to try it because I've never done it before. I'm going to put a little bit of water in my paint here so I can thin it out a little bit anyway. There. This was thicker anyway. And you're going to paint the whole thing this color lightly. Even that little dot there will be black, but I'm going to paint over it. Hopefully it turns out. I don't know. We will be going over it with some honey brown, some watered down stuff. Just seems like a weird color for a deer. I'm going to do his horns right away. There, that's all I can get in that color. We'll see. Maybe we'll all learn something here, huh? And I'm going to take the milk chocolate for the antlers, which is right over here. Okay. Yellow deer. Now, let's get the honey brown. We still use honey brown. Where is it? I don't see it here. So I swear I had it out. I know I had it out. Where is it? Well, I got another one somewhere here. I have one down here. I know where there's one right here, I think. Yeah, that one's about empty. Chocolate. That's where to go. This is honey brown. I had one out. I just don't see it here. Let's see if anything comes out of here. Set this aside. Where did it? Oh, I see it. Now I see it. These ornaments are designed by Plum Pretty, Renee Mullins. These are hers. That's where they come from. I don't think I have them on the site yet. I'm pretty sure I don't. Pretty sure I don't. We're going to need 2 piles of this, actually. Let me get a little more. One we're going to water down quite a bit. Which we'll do first. His nose will go in here. And then we'll have this under here. So this right up here will be his like muzzle area or whatever. His nose area. Oh, what do you call that? Oh, that would be his nose area, I think. Okay, so let's get a brush here. I don't know. So, and some water. We want that to be more yellowy than the rest of him anyway. Get some of this watered down a little bit. Just to be like a wash that we're going to put through here. So it'll be a lot lighter. And I guess it would, maybe that will be a good color for his nose. His nose, his ears. Don't have to worry about the little bit of color in there with yellow. I think it was the ears too. She did it with. Okay, we'll let that dry a second here. I'll let it dry a second. And then we'll go on. I think that's how we did that. Face, ears, and body with the body. Not the body. I'm not doing the body with the body wash because it's not really dark enough for me. What she did was she left the muzzle more of the ochre color and just did this wash over them. But I'm going to paint them. We're going to do the body darker right now. It may not be all that much darker, but I want it a little darker than the face. I'm not putting much water on my brush either. Like that. And I would have done, I'm thinking the top of his face too. Where it just, this part will be a little bit lighter around his nose. Maybe I'm thinking wrong, I don't know. That's how I think I'm going to do it. So I'm just a regular honey brown here. Okay. That, I guess, I don't know. But this, with it over that, it did turn it into a really light brown, did it not? Should have a nice brown, to tell you the truth. With the honey mustard over that yellow. Sort of did. I get some more of this water down here once. And, oh no, this, wait, this is just solid. Okay. Yes, I sure will, Verdi. They will get listed. I don't think they're listed, but as soon as I get photos taken and get them done, then I'll be listing them. I'm getting them on there. Hopefully sometime tomorrow. If they're not on there yet. I'll give these antlers another coat. But I'm thinking I don't think they're on there. I think there's some palette ones, but I think they're different designers. I don't think they're these. Okay. Those are palette ones too. They're not even sleds, as a matter of fact, now that I say that. All right, now we're going to get his cheeks. I'm going to use that same brush in the same red, pink. I used the pink right out of the bottle here, which was country. It's wildberry. I don't even know if you can get wildberry anymore. It's more of a pinkish red, sort of. I'm going to wipe some of this off here. I'll get a blush on his cheeks. Okay. They dry, yeah. And I'm going to go right through here. It needs to have rosy cheeks on the outside. There. Oops, I should get that off of there. Like that. More, I think. All right, now on his nose, we're going to take some antique maroon around the bottom. Get some of that. Where is it here? Right there. I don't like that brush at all. Here. I gotta get some new stuff out. We'll put some on here. Okay. Let's see. I don't think it matters what way it goes, does it? Oh, okay. I'm just gonna do the bottom of it. Make it darker down here. That. Here, let's see. I think I got it. Okay. And then I'm going to draw a little line across the top. That's gonna. I need some new white too. It's getting too dried out. Okay. Okay. It had to be so thick. You know what? I'm going to try to make them thinner. Let me see. I think they should be thinner. I think so. Is that all we got to paint on him? I think that's it. I had to do a little. We're going to do a little bit of shading on there yet. Let's finish this up. It should be almost dry. A little less pink, maybe. shoot. That didn't work very good either. Did not work very good either. One more time. I gotta do something different brush, I think. I don't think I want to use this one for it. I think I'll use one of these other ones. When all else fails, try a different brush. Where are those other ones I see here? Did I move them? Got those really other thin ones I purchased. Sometimes it's just a matter of fact of me using a new brush. Where'd they go? May not happen. I just saw them here a while ago. What I got full of paint. That out of here. There they are. Alright, here they are. Try one of these. It's really thin. That's more a lot thinner. There. Almost there. We're just going to see like that. Or what I was looking for. And then we'll try to get a couple small dots. I have a smaller dot or two, but I don't know where. It's over here somewhere mixed in with stuff, and I have to take the time to look for it. So we'll job it off once on here. And then try here. 1, 2. There, perfect. Perfect enough for me. Then I'm going to take the milk chocolate. Milk chocolate, where is it? It didn't walk off. It's got to be here. Oh, I dropped that one before by my feet. I think it went under my table. Nope, it's still here. Good. Right there. Get my shading brush again. Find a different one here, maybe. Maybe not. This one. We'll use this one. All right. I want that much. And I'm going to go above his nose here with it. Let's see what I'm doing here. Make that a little darker there. That. I'm going to do the bottom half of his ears. So along the bottom. There's a glare here tonight. I can't see. I'm just using my mop and soften that up so it doesn't stick out as bad. See here. Should use some burnt sienna on there. Yeah, I'm using them. That's what I want to do. This would be on the top, so we're going to go with this first. Also. So they're a little different color. And then with that brown we put on the bottom, it should really separate them from the body. Yeah, I really don't like that. Like that. We're going to go down let's see. We're going to go around the bottom portion down here. I'm going to probably do this too. Bring a little bit of this into there and into here. I should have done this all first. I didn't think of it. Okay. And we're going to go around here with the two. This is the burnt sienna. That works better than the chocolate brown in here. Some water. I think I need water. Yeah. I'll bring this up too a little bit. Here. Get you. Lisa, are you done with craft shows for the year? Is that what you said earlier? This will bring some more color into his body too. There. Okay. And then I want to take, I don't think I want to take okra. I'm going to take a little bit of okra. I just take it along the top of his head here. Lighten him up. Get it off the antlers there. That. Water there. Okay. And let's do his eyes. I think he'll be good. I need one of those little brushes because that one I got white on. I haven't hardly used this pack of these little brushes. I mean, I don't know how many are in here. Just tons of them. Just tons. Thanks, Sally. Yeah, I don't think they're on the site. I'm pretty sure they're not. I don't remember them being on the site. I don't remember putting them on there. I wasn't sure if I even cut them and sent them to anybody to paint for me. So that's why I painted them. I was hoping Debbie was on here because I was going to ask her if she had them. Okay. We gotta put a white dot in Santa's eyes yet, and in his button. Just saw that. And these guys. Oops. Shaping that one a little bit. And fix that there. I got that eye bigger. I went to outside the line. Let me see. Probably shouldn't do that. I'm gonna make more of a mess probably. I really ain't outside the line much. There. Make sure that's clean. Yeah, we're gonna leave it like that. Really not outside the line. Looks like this one I gotta get further over. This is not over far enough. It's hard to see. It really is. Alright, I'm gonna leave it like that. Oh, we gotta do the button yet. Let's do that down here. Okay. I'm gonna dry these real quick so we can do the white dots on them in the Santa. Alright. Let's get them dry. That's all we're going to do to them. We could put a little bit on. I know I can do that too. I'll put the thing on the ears. Where's that one we used with the pink hair? Let me see. I thought it was still here. Let's go here. Oh, where's my sheet? Where's my... Where'd it go? I used did the cheeks with. Here it is. There's probably still pink in here. I mean, there wasn't some pink in here. Right along that crack. And into his ear, just a little bit here. Could use a deeper pink if you want. I don't think I want that pink though. There, I'll just leave it like that. Somewhat see it. Just a little bit. Now let's glue them together a bit. Then we'll do the dots. I'm going to put his nose on first. You want to order these? Yeah, there's 4 of them. There's 2 other ones that did you see them in the beginning when I showed them? This isn't the glue bottle, I don't think. There's the other one. There's one with the snowman and there's one with the ginger too. These I'll put on painted and then those 2 will be in raw form. Get scissors. My thing here, cut it off. It's going to come out of there now. The yellow is different putting that under there. Wrong one, I think. I gotta get a new one up here, I really do. There. Okay, I don't have too much on there. On there, oops, right there. Okay. I'll get the white dots on their eyes, his eyes right away. It looks much better like that with the dots. Okay. I really want to touch it because I don't want them huge. There. There we go. That looks good. And we're going to give this little ball one here too. I got it way too full. Start over there. That. Do Santa's here. There, and then here. Oh, I don't have enough. That was pretty big, but that's okay. It's going to be bigger on this button, that's okay. We'll leave it. And then let's put it, okay, then we're going to glue this guy. It's just going to get glued to his antler there. The bell. It's really more going to be the little bit of the, I'm going to put glue a little bit over here and then the ribbon part. And then I'm going to take it off too so it doesn't go anywhere else. It doesn't come out. Just put it in my paper here. There. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to put it right, I think I have it above his, I want it above his ear. Right in here. Right there maybe. So I could have put some underneath there yet. I think it'll be okay. Get a scarf on. Okay. Go in there and here. Oops. And here. See, make sure I got it right spot, not over here. Oops. I think I'm gonna go up above this with some darker color right above it. Let's try. Yeah, right above his chin line. Below, you know, underneath his neck. I want to make it a little darker right in there. I think I'll use the burnt sienna. That's not burnt sienna. That's that was that other color. That was the antique maroon, I think. I got way too much here, so I thin it back down. There. I think they're done. Oh, snowflake. So get some glue. I just glue him on a sled. I think he's done. This is gonna go right over here. Let's get some glue on him. And they're done. I was thinking about splattering them yet because I think that would look good with the background with the snow if it was splattered. And actually what I should do is just, I should have probably splattered him before I could have splattered it before I put him on. Because Santa's going to get all splattered. That's okay. He can be splattered too. I guess he can be. What was I thinking? Yeah, he can go on here. Right here. Maybe we'll splatter him real quick. Get them done. I think they'd be cute splattered. Okay, and I'll probably just use I'm gonna use white because that's what I made the snowflakes with, is white. Thanks, Ferdy. Yeah, I'll get them added. I figured they'd be really cute. I knew they would be. Yep, everything she does, I think, turns out pretty cute. With all the detail that, you know, I just sort of follow along with cheated detail, and it turned out pretty cute. I'm gonna get my brush a little wet. Push my computer back. I'll probably splatter this way so I don't get my computer. I'm just gonna put in here, and then I'm gonna just dry it off a little bit. I just got paint here. I didn't water it down or anything. Got a little bit of water on my brush. And I just kind of, and then what I'm going to do is put it on my paper here. If I can see it, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it'll be small enough. I'll do this one first. I'm sort of scared to do them, can't see it. It's a little more watered down because I shouldn't have put so much paint and water in my brush. Let me try it over here on my table. That looks better. Okay. You can see I'm getting speckled there. There, that's better. And then here. There. I'm going to get root off a little bit. He's got enough, I guess. There. Now they're done. You can see them there. It'd be really cute with a little bow on the top, I think, and a little bead hanging on to hang them. Bring them up here if you want to see them here. There's Santa. And then here's the Rudolph one. Oops. See them closer up. I think they're pretty cute. Oops, what way did I go? Towards me. I got it. There we go. Thank you. Thanks. There they are. I'll aim you guys up here. Let me wipe my hands up real quick, and then I'll aim you guys up before I touch the computers. Just get them good. I think I'd be good, but there, it's good enough. Let me aim you. There you go. Aim you back up to this view. It's a messy old me. This wasn't a paint shirt. It wasn't a paint shirt. It was a decent t-shirt until I got a big stain on the front, so it turned into a paint shirt now. But I get so full of it that I don't want to wear good clothes painting. So I always look like I got all grubs on, but I do because it's paint. If I do a live sale, then I clean up pretty good. But not painting, because I always have a mess. I don't know about you guys, but I swear I'm a messy painter. I open them, or I don't get my lid shut, and then they get those pink blobs in there. Cleaning. And then I go to open it, shake it, and it ends up all over my hands. Yeah. So I'll show you them again. But this was a sign from Monday. And like I said, I ended up painting 2 of these. One is already shipped off to Marge. Here's the one we painted. This one we painted live. This is the first one. Then I painted another one and did more detail yet in the pumpkins for her. So this is available on 11 and 18 inch. And then these are, you won't probably see these too good, but these are 2 ornaments from tonight. Let me see how big they are. They're probably, my ruler's still here. Let me grab one. Let's see how big they are. Never really measured them. A big honking ruler here next to them. They're probably 6 inches. Yeah, right on the noggin. They're 6 inches. And they're what, about 3 inches wide. They're a nice little size for an ornament. And they weren't too small to paint. I like that the nose was on him and it wasn't separate, because those are a pain in the behind. You know, when you got them separate and you got glue them on, and they're too small. So I like that she doesn't do that. And this is the size of the gingerbread I'm going to paint. But I'm thinking I can sand that off. What do you think, Kay? lightly sand it off. I'm not going to do it right here, but I'm thinking if I use some, like, really soft grip, you know, 400 or something on there, and just try to sand some of that off. Maybe when I paint it, I'll come live. We'll see. You're close to, huh? This was a new shirt, like I said, except I got a big stain there that didn't come out, so I might as well paint it now. Why not? I won't wear it anywhere else. So I want to see how he turns out and do his face and the rest of it, and I don't know. I'll probably have to take him downstairs with me because I'll probably never get back up here to paint besides on Mondays and Fridays is about it. Except this past week I got up one night, it was late though. It was like midnight before I came up here and I painted. I still want to do that wreath with this. You guys remember that Santa I bought last year? He's sitting right there yet. He didn't move far. I went and found some mesh to put in the wreath with him, and I think I'll show you him again. I think I'm gonna put him on a swag. Whoops, I should have done that with a chair. I showed you all the other junk I bought. I'm not gonna get that out. But this was the Santa, and I think I'm gonna put him in a swag. This is the Santa I bought. Isn't he pretty? And then I purchased this mesh for him. Then I was digging in my mesh and I found the gold I could put with it. And this was a rose gold like that with a gold in it. I don't know if you can see that one. And then this is the same as that one. This is a white with a rose gold in it. So I think, I don't know, I'm ready to get, I'm getting pretty eager to get going on him. But I'll probably start it. I'm going to put him in a long swag, I think. Instead of a wreath, because he's pretty good size. But I think he'd be better tied into a wreath. But I love him. I still love the color on him. The pink. Yeah, you love him too? Yeah. I picked him up at Hobby Lobby last year. Early in season, and then I was going to make a wreath, and I never got to it. So this year, I got to make sure I get to it. He came with this little snowflake and his little present here. They got him at $50, but then you always get, what, 40% off? Is probably what I got off on him, 30 or 40, whatever they run Christmas stuff at now. So yeah, I'm going to start a wreath up here one night. I'm going to get my butt up here and do that too. But then I got to clean this all off, and then you guys will be making the wreath instead of painting, because I take this all off and get that one mat of mine on here. All right, well, I'm going to get off of here, you guys. I think so too. Okay, I think I should be able to sand it. Get that fuzz off. Thanks, Rena. Thanks. Thanks, I'm Verdi and Kay and Lisa and whoever here was else here. I didn't know, but yeah, I'll get these ornaments listed and I'll get them on there for you guys. But they're fun. They're fun and easy to paint, so they're cute. All right, and I'm gonna post the painted ones too, so I'll sell the painted ones too. Just this one set. I always sell the set I paint. That's it. So, all right. Well, thanks for joining me, you guys. I appreciate it. If you would, share the love, spread the video out. Share it. That'd be fantastic. I appreciate it. And we will see you guys on Monday. I think Monday we're going to do that gnome tree. I need to get him done. I want to get him on the site. So, I'm undecided how much detail I want to put in the tree. I can make it all solid green, but I think it's going to be sort of boring. So, I don't know. We'll see. And maybe we'll work on the gingerbread or the tree. We'll see. All right, you guys have a fantastic weekend. Thanks, Kay. I appreciate it. We'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend. Thanks, guys. Maybe we'll see you Sunday, but I'm really doubting it. Not with walking. I don't want to walk that far. I'll never make it. Sad to say. All right, have a good weekend. We'll see you guys later. Good night now.